there is a huge conflict right now happening in the Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine are at war, and the people there are in Ukraine are suffering, and it really sucks. And we've talked about what you can do to support these people in a positive way to make a difference, right?
Mhm.
And we don't agree with all the things that these major corporations are doing, but I think this what we're about to talk about right now will help a lot.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it's a great value for gamers,
Mhm.
and it adds a little bit of value to your donation as well. So go ahead and give me the
Yeah.
deets here.
So good for gamers, good for humanitarian stuff. So basically, itch.io hopped on to this, right? And they created a bundle, as they often do for things, uh, that includes more than 700 game developers and nearly 1,000 games put together in a bundle for $10
Yeah, dude.
on itch.io. $10, over 1,000 games. Okay, and this is supporting two charities aiding civilians, in the Ukraine crisis. Okay, those charities are the International Medical Corps, which provide medical assistance in the region, and they have describe here, they have a very low fundraising overhead, with 89% of the donations going to medical aid and 10% to administration. And then there's the Voices of Children, which is a Ukrainian organization that helps children cope with what is going on right now, PTSD, readjusting to school, getting them back in school, providing them supplies, things like that. And that's a grassroots Ukrainian organization. So that's all great, right? But what you get, Brett, is all of these over 1,000 games, which are DRM free. Okay, and this is going to be available until Friday, March 18th. Now, you might be asking, what do I get in it?
Well, a lot. And not everything's good, but
you want to highlight some of this?
Yeah, I will. So I just want to say, like, yeah, if you look at it, there's not a lot of greatness, but that's a lot. There's a lot of greatness here, but there are some shovelware games that are just smaller indie games that you might not have ever played. But this is a good way for you to discover those indie games that we talk about all the time here in this segment, and just try them out and see what sticks, right? The big ones that are being highlighted are last year's Skatebird, which is like Tony Hawk, but you play as a little bird.
Mhm.
Kingdom 2 Crowns, the outstanding puzzle game Baba Is You, 2018's award-winning platformer Celeste, and indie mainstay Super Hexagon and Super Hot, which is one of my favorite games I've ever played.
Yeah. So you get that. You also get, so of these nearly 1,000 products, more than 600 have never been in a bundle before on itch.io, and several prominent developers, they say, signed up for itch.io, which is mainly, for indie games, game jam stuff, like getting it out that way, specifically to be in this bundle, which is really cool. And they say there's something for everyone. So almost 600 digital video games, 300 tabletop games, dozens of asset packs, books, comics, soundtracks, music, and a host of other products as well in there. And then I want to read this little statement from Itch. They say, quote, "The people of Ukraine are under attack as game developers want to create new worlds, not destroy the one that we have. That's why we've banded together to present this charity bundle to help Ukrainians survive this ordeal and thrive after the war ends. This cause has resonated with creators around the globe to the extent that our bundle contains almost, like I said, 1,000 games, tabletop RPGs, books, etc." End quote. So,
yeah.
Also of note, they have a $4 million fundraising goal, and they're at just under 3.7 million right now. So, $10 is the minimum, but you could always give more, if you want to, or if you can. But, do what you can. I'll obviously leave links for this in the description as well. But any other kind of closing thoughts on this, Brett?
Yeah, I think that this is really awesome of itch.io to do this. And I think that I'm gonna support this when I'm done the podcast. I haven't actually bought it yet, but
yeah, I did the other night when you sent it to me, because it's $10, and I mean 1,000 games. Come on, man.
$10, 1,000 different things to download and play. DRM free, which good or a bad thing. Some people like their games all in one place, like on Steam. But what this means is you'll actually be able to download them directly from itch.io and just launch them. We don't need a launcher like Steam or Epic or anything.
Right.
So that's really cool. Word to the wise, you're going to have to claim all of them after you buy this. Right. So there is someone made a thing you could get, or some program you can run that claims all the games for you automatically. But yeah, man, this is really cool. This is a really good way to support the Ukraine right now and everything that they're going through. You have to remember, not only do they need funding right now to support them, the people that are homeless, they're without homes, not in their home country, right?
Right.
To support them now, but there's also going to be a major effort after the war is over to rebuild that country, or
Right.
what's left of that country. And anything we could do right now to, help them in terms of monetary value is great. So consider that. They have a lot of money already just for this one charity push by itself. How much did you say? Almost 4 mil?
3.7 million. 4 billion is their goal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost there. So, let's make this happen. This is just one charity organization, or two charity organizations through Itch. I can't even imagine how much money other charities are raising as well. So
sure. Yeah.
This is fantastic. This is great.
But yeah, so if you're a gamer, this is a good way, and you're like, oh, what can I do to help without, focusing on like the militaristic aspect of it? Well, this is it. And as a gamer, you get a bunch of stuff in return. So
very cool. Shout out to the game studios, by the way, as well. We didn't really give them credit, but I mean, putting your games in a bundle like this is
they're taking no money off of this.
Yeah.
So that's really, really cool. So
Very cool.
itch.io bundle for Ukraine. Check it out. Links will be in the description.
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Haptic Intel. Did you do it? Subscribe right now.